Tell us something about yourself.
So my name is Cristel Abello. I'm representing the beautiful province of AKLAN. I am the daughter to OFW parents, but although I was raised in the States, I was raised to be 100% Filipino. Pusong Pinoy talaga ako.
What is one beautiful word in your local language? And what does it mean?
One beautiful word in my language is guapa. And I think that just solidifies and represents the Aklanon trait of us Filipinos being beautiful.
What one learning experience that you had as a child made much impact on you?
One learning experience that I had as a child was growing up in the States. I grew up in the States, but we were very Filipino in the household, from the values that were instilled into our home, to the food that we ate, and also to the language that we speak at the house. Hindi nga pumayag si Mami na hindi kami magtagalog sa bahay. And through that, I really embraced and loved and learned through my culture, and it really solidified my identity as a person, as a Aklanon, and as a Filipino.
What one major lesson did you learn from your experiences during this pandemic?
During this pandemic, I have learned the one important lesson of bayanihan. It's really important for us, mga Pilipino, to stand together, to unite together, and to extend ourselves to help each other.
If you win Miss Universe Philippines, how will you help your community?
If I win Miss Universe Philippines, I will help my community by extending myself through the use of social media. And I want to use my platform to really use my voice to extend myself and to help my community by raising awareness. And I really want to show the people that I'm here, genuine, with or without the crown, that I really want to help and instill positivity and hope with everyone.
What color do you think symbolizes the phenomenal woman?
I think the color that symbolizes a phenomenal woman is a color that you feel confident in. I think that it could be any color as long as you feel proud to wear it, and if you feel beautiful in it, then I think bagay na bagay sa'yo, di pak na pak.
What skills does the workplace of the future need, since working from home now is the new norm?
So the skills that that we need to have instilled into our home is, I think that kahit nasa bahay, dapat ganado pa rin sa bahay, and that we should still be appreciative of being at home, and that we're still being able to given the chance to work, and we should really appreciate that. Dapat ganado pa rin sa bahay, patuloy-tuloy pa rin ang trabaho. Just because we are in the new normal, it doesn't mean that life doesn't stop.
If you have a chance to name one spot, handmade or natural, in your province or city that you would like to promote to the world, what will it be and why?
Of course, I would want to promote the beautiful island of Boracay. Of course, it is known as paradise to many, and of course, it is a place where you can just relax, and it is incomparable to other places around the world even. It is one of the most highlighted tourist destinations of the Philippines, and most importantly, I think ang pinaka-importante, ang generosity, ang hospitality ng mga Aklanon. Pwede! Sige, tera! Yes, yes.
Well, there's a campaign to #LoveLocal. Which local product would you promote and why?
Which local product I would promote? So, Love Local, the local product that I would promote siguro sa ngayon would probably be ang food natin. I think I would want to promote our food because our food is very relevant. No matter how old, how young we are, we can all sama-sama together, and it brings us all together.
And lastly, what one thing should young people like you focus on?
I think what young people should focus on is believing in themselves. I think from this journey, I have learned to really believe in myself and to earn the confidence. And I think that a lot of young people, our young generation, is lacking today the belief and the confidence in themselves to push themselves forward and to also be positive and to uplift. If you are positive in yourself, then you can continue to uplift others.
Despite the amount of girls you've interviewed. Laban. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Michelle Teresa Imperial Gumabao, and I'm representing Quezon City. As everybody knows, I'm a professional athlete, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm an advocate, I'm a motivational speaker, and all of this came from my experiences of being a volleyball player. I've learned so much, I've grown so much, and that is one of my biggest advantages coming into this pageant.
What is one beautiful word in Tagalog and what does it mean?
Maganda. It means beautiful. I love that word because it represents each woman, each Filipina, and it says a lot about our culture. I hope that we all learn to encourage our women and to lift them up, to be confident and to be empowered.
That one learning experience you have that made so much impact?
I have been highly supported by my parents, and what they taught me is to encourage others, to support others, to work with others. That's why it benefited me as a team player playing sports, and it also benefited me joining beauty pageants because you represent an organization. Working with them, collaborating with them, and being a spokesperson, you have to know how to encourage other people. That is one of the most valuable lessons that my parents has imparted on me.
What about during this pandemic? What was the greatest lesson?
One of the greatest lessons during this pandemic, among a lot, is to be generous. I learned how to be generous not only with my words, by checking up on people, but also with my time. I have spent my time putting up an organization called Your 200 Pesos. We were able to serve thousands of families, not only in Metro Manila, but in the nearby provinces. I learned that if more people are generous, then less people will become hungry, less people will struggle, and we will have a more united Philippines.
Quezon City, if you win, what do you plan to do for your community?
I have been working a lot for sports. I have been part of different organizations of the government. But if I do win Miss Universe Philippines, I do know that the role is to represent the organization. I'm willing to learn more about the advocacy of Miss Universe Philippines, to work with them, to empower women, and to believe and stand by all the values that they also believe in.
What color do you think represents the phenomenal woman?
Green represents a phenomenal woman. Aside from it being the color of life, in my experience, it is the color of champions. I graduated from De La Salle University with 3 championships in my back, and I know that this is a color that inspires and empowers and shows off a strong and confident, phenomenal woman. I'm biased. Allow me to be.
Okay, so you've been hearing the word working from home nowadays.
Yes, Pop.
So what do you think are the skills needed nowadays in what you call the workplace of the future?
I work from home as an athlete. We cannot have physical trainings. And one of the most important values that I've learned is to be disciplined. Nobody is watching you. Nobody is telling you what to do. You have to know what it takes to become better, and that is my goal every single day. And it takes so much discipline to wake up in the morning, to set a schedule despite not having physical work and not being able to report to a physical office. It's very important for children, for workers, and for office mates in general.
If there is one spot in Quezon City, whether natural or man-made, that you'd like to promote in the world, what would it be?
Super dami there. Quezon City Circle, I must say. It was one of the most popular landmarks of Quezon City. But more than that, it's a place that I've been to ever since I was young. And recently, because of the pageant, I was able to visit and film there. And I've seen how much they preserved it. The culture, the beauty. And you can see so much. The tomb of Manuel L. Quezon, the Philippine Car Museum, if you haven't visited, is a definite must place to go.
There's a campaign that's called #LoveLocal.
Yes, Pop.
So what local products do you want to promote?
We all know Quezon City is popular for the celebrities. Our main product is people, entertainment. But in this journey for Miss Universe Philippines, I'd really like to promote garments and textile. If you are not familiar with Kamuning Textile Market, it's very popular and a lot of people go. And I know that with our everyday activities, being a Miss Universe Philippines candidate, I can showcase the different designers and the different products from my own city.
Last question for you is, what's one thing that you think young people should focus on? Young people like you.
Young people should focus on their dreams. And to achieve those dreams, you have to prepare yourself and equip yourself. Keep on learning, keep on growing, keep on taking risks. But at the end of the day, our dreams are our own. And no matter how much people criticize you or put you down, you have to empower yourself first before you want to empower others.
Amazing. Thank you. Very nice.
Thank you.
Kamuning Market is so famous for fashion in Filipino.
Yes, because when people think about Quezon City, instantly it's GMA, ABS, Artistas, but we have a lot of designers in Timog alone, and that's because they're close to Kamuning, the resource for textile.
May mga pagawa sa
So
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you po. Have a great day. Thank you. I love Q&A. I love being asked questions, especially if it's about myself and my city. I'm very proud of my hometown, so it was a very easy and casual interview today.
Good morning, everyone.
So, along with 32nd rule,
Yes, I was informed by Angel.
even with the first question that I'll ask you, tell us something about yourself.
Hello, my name is Pauline Cucharo Amlings. I'm your Boholana Belgian from, of course, the beautiful province of Bohol. My dad is a Belgian and I'm Filipina, so I'm like a mix of both cultures in one, and I'm very excited to be here today.
What is one beautiful word in your local language and what does it mean?
I would like to choose the word pohon. It means hopefully. It's a word that we use whenever we talk about something that is going to happen in the future. Like, I'm going to join Miss Universe Philippines, pohon, hopefully, with God's blessing.
What is that one learning experience that you had as a child that made much impact on you?
One learning experience I had as a child was that I had to not be shy when it comes to myself and when it comes to my body and my capacities. I was very shy, always in the corner, but my mom and my dad always kept telling me, you have to really be out there. That's the only way for you to grow. That's the only way for you to shine.
And what is that one major lesson that you learned?
Whew. I think I learned so many things from cooking to planting, but I think one thing that I really learned is how interconnected everything really is. From the animal world to the human world, from communities, inter-province, and I think that just reminds me of the fact that we all play a part in fighting this pandemic and that we can all rise together.
If you win the crown, how would you help your community?
I would want to be a spokesperson and a rallying point to bring people together in meaningful conversation and together look for solutions. And I think that with this platform of influence, that's something I can really do.
What color symbolizes the phenomenal woman?
Oh, that's very interesting. For this moment, I would like to choose pink. Pink is the color that would symbolize me as a phenomenal woman, and pink is also something that you will have to watch out for during my performances for preliminary or evening gown. I'm not gonna mention which one, but I'll just tell you that. And it's also my favorite color. I have an emotional relation with that color because every time my dad would give me gifts, it would always be something pink.
I'm excited to see all your pink outfits in the next few days.
Yes.
I'm also excited to find out.
Yeah.
So if given a chance to promote to the world a spot, whether man-made or natural in Bohol, what would it be?
I would have to choose the Lobok River Cruise. The Lobok River, I don't know if you've tried it. I hope that you've had. You tried it? So hopefully then you agree with me. The Lobok River Cruise is really one of the more amazing things that you can do in Bohol. It's not just good food, it's not just you being on that river cruise, but it allows you to interact with the locals in dance and in song. And every time I'm there, I always make it a point for me to dance at tinikling with the locals, even though I risk getting my feet hurt with the bamboo. But it's really one of the things I would want everyone to know about here in Bohol.
Let's go to the work side now. That's recreation. Now let's go to the work side. We've been hearing the word work from home.
Yes.
So what do you think are the skills that we need to develop for the workplace of the future, as we call it?
Whew, I have worked from home also during the first few months of the pandemic. I'm sorry, it's a bit cold. During the first few months of the pandemic, and I think patience is one thing that we all need to work on ourselves, especially with the internet connection that we have at home. There's so many times that I've had meetings and then my internet connection would fade out and then I wouldn't hear the rest of it. I think patience above everything else is something that we need to work on, and from then on we at least have the clear mind to work on everything else.
There's a campaign called #LoveLocal.
Okay.
So if you had a local product that you had to promote, what would it be?
It would definitely be raffia from Tubigon Loom Weavers. I'm not wearing it at the moment. I will be wearing it for one of the segments.
Things that I would also look forward to seeing.
Definitely, yes. I'm not gonna indulge any more information about that, but raffia is really a product that's from my hometown in Tubigon, and it really takes so many people to make a raffia roll, and there's so much thought and effort that goes into it, and it's a beautiful product with so many possibilities.
What is one thing that you think young people should focus on?
At the moment, it's really staying strong and continuing their dreams of educating themselves, even during these pandemic times. We all are having a hard time, but that doesn't mean that our dreams, our passions are cancelled. They're just on hold, and I think that they all need to have hope in their hearts to continue what they're dreaming on and to somehow make their dreams still come true.
Thank you.
Thank you too. Thank you. It's Igorot inspired. Yes. Thank you. Not very warm indeed. I'll take that into consideration next time.
Hello, good morning. I am Rabia Oxania Mateo, 23, representing the City of Love, Iloilo. I am biracial. I'm sorry. I did introduce myself na. Yes.
Okay. So, 30 seconds lang. Given the introduction, tell us something about yourself.
I'm actually biracial. My mom is an Ilongga and my dad is an Indian, if you can see through my features. However, I was raised in a broken family, and I experienced a really poor life. And I was able to rise from our situation as well because of educating people, because of educating myself. And now I decided to give back to my community, and I became a lecturer for physical therapy. That's why I was able to go to...
What is one beautiful word in your local language, and what does it mean?
One beautiful word would probably guapa, which means beautiful. I feel like we have this statement in Iloilo, basta Ilongga guapa, which means every Ilongga is beautiful. And I'm very proud that with Miss Universe Philippines, I was able to bring that kind of aspect that every Filipino would know that statement, basta Ilongga guapa.
What is that one learning experience that you had as a child that made so much impact on you?
If there would be one thing that I learned through my mother, that would be always forgive people, because there's no such thing as a perfect person. And when my dad left us, she never speak ill about him. That's why in every situation, even though other people would hurt me, I still choose to see the goodness in them.
What about in this pandemic? What is the most important lesson that you learned?
You know what? Even though you're struggling, you can still become the symbol of hope. I myself, I had fears, uncertainty, but I still realized that I could still give back to Iloilo City. Out of my pocket, I decided to cook for the frontliners, and I know that's just a simple way, but that's my best way to help our modern heroes.
If you win the crown, will you help your community? Or you mentioned that, but are there other things that you plan to do when you win the crown?
Being a Miss Universe, you become influential. So I want to go back to my advocacy, which is Feed Me and I Read You program, which we help those children living near the dump site. If you have seen my Beyond the Coastline video, I want to go back there, and we need a lot of materials, learning materials. And I feel like being a Miss Universe, I will be able to pull donors into our project to make it foster even better.
What's the name of the program again?
Feed Me and I Read You program.
What color do you think symbolizes the phenomenal woman?
I feel that a phenomenal woman is red, because red is power and I am red.
Work from home is not a norm. So what do you think are the skills needed to this future workspace, or future workplace of the future? Sorry.
As of the moment, I am working from home, because we don't have classes, live classroom classes. That's why we decided to conduct our lectures online. I feel like nowadays we need to adapt to the situation. So we need to be versatile in what is happening around us, and online business or working from home is such a huge opportunity for us to spend more time with our family, and as well trying to enjoy the life.
If you can name one spot, man-made or natural, in your in Iloilo City, what would it be?
I would definitely want to bring all of you to Haro Cathedral, because you know what, in Iloilo we don't have much of natural spots, but Haro Cathedral is like an establishment that witnessed the love and devotion that Ilonggos have towards God, and I feel like it's been there since the Spanish era. So with timeless memories and modernization, we were able to, you know, arrive to be the Ilonggos that we are today.
There's a campaign that's hashtag Love Local. So, if it were up to you, which local product do you want to promote and why?
You know what? It was also asked to me during Miss Iloilo, and I want to bring to the global community our very own hablon. That is our indigenous fabric, and I feel like, you know, it enriches the culture of not just Iloilo but of our country. Every time I wear hablon, I don't just wear Iloilo but I wear Philippines.
Last question. What is one thing young people like you should focus on?
You need to invest in yourself. As of the moment, there's a lot of distractions, there's a lot of bashers or backlash, but at the end of the day, when you practice self-love, you get to know the right weapon in order for you to win life. And I feel like right now, I am ripe enough to win the competition because I've done everything that I could to transform to become a phenomenal woman that I am.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you po. Actually, our
Hi, my name is Isabella Rojas Ismael, but you may call me Bella as everybody else does. You may know me as a ballerina. I am also a psychology major and I'm very passionate about mental health. But I would say I'm also somebody who burns with a fire inside. And I think this is not expected of me because I look very calm and collected all the time. I look shy sometimes. And I say that because I'm somebody who just burns with her own fire, and I'd say that's my strength. I see.
What is one beautiful word in your language, and what does it mean?
Well, I speak Tagalog, and one of my favorite words is actually kilig. Because this is something that we can't really explain in English. There's a similar word, it's called giddy. But there's no explanation or no feeling like kilig. And it's something that I feel every time I take a step here, every time I feel like I'm so beautiful and confident. And it's something that I'd like to make people feel also when they meet me.
What's that one learning experience that you had as a child that made so much impact?
I grew up dancing ballet because I started at 4 years old. And one of the most important things that I've learned is to learn how to be yourself in every situation that you're put in. So this is actually my first national pageant, so it's new to me. However, as we've gone through the different challenges, I've learned how to apply it to myself in the situation, and I've learned how to grow and to shine as Isabella Ismael. That's the beauty that I've learned as a child in ballet, where you have techniques, but you learn your own art, you learn your own style. During the pandemic, admittedly, of course, it wasn't easy for any of us. However, I was able to actually connect with myself. And as a beauty queen, you would expect somebody to be confident, to know exactly who she is, but it's not always the case. I was able to take time to meditate. I was able to take time to listen to myself. And I realized the value of knowing who you are. And I'm able to take that with me to today. You know, my outfit, this is me. It's pink, it's floral, it's ballet-ish, but you know, I feel very confident as myself, and I'm proud of that.
Isabella, if you win, how do you plan to help your community?
Well, I am very passionate about the mental health community, and I have a few people who are very close to me who go through mental illnesses. One of the things that I've learned is that it's not just those who suffer with the sickness who have a hard time, but it's also their families. And I would love to partner up with an organization and probably create a program or maybe support groups, not just for the person who's sick, but for their families, how they can cope, how they can help each other out, and how they can take care of themselves as well, because it's not easy, and we need to help each other out.
What color do you think symbolizes the phenomenal woman?
I would say blue. Blue, I know to be royal blue. I would say it's something that is so strong. It comes out confident and strong. However, it's also very warm, it's inviting, and it's something that you can trust. That's how I see the color blue. And a phenomenal woman is somebody who's confident in herself, is somebody who is calm, but is also somebody that you can trust to represent you, to tell your story. And that's why if I were to be the phenomenal woman, I would wear blue in everything.
Working from home is now part of the life. So what do you think are the skills needed in this so-called workplace of the future?
Actually, I would say it's knowing how to rest and to take breaks. Working from home, we have less boundaries. We have the bedroom and then the workplace, and that's difficult. This is something that we can take even after the pandemic, even when we can go back to the normal life. We can take the learning of learning how to rest, knowing when to listen to your body, knowing when it's time for a break. Because this will help us do better, this will help us develop, and this will help us understand ourselves even more.
If there's one spot or one place, whether man-made or natural, that you want to promote in Parañaque, what would that be?
In Parañaque, there's this place called the El Pipicea, and it's actually a bird sanctuary, and there are a lot of mangroves there too. It's very good for the environment, and I would love to promote that because I think it's very underrated, especially in Parañaque City. We're more focused on the modern side, but I think I would like to take everybody back to the traditional Parañaque, to the natural Parañaque. That's something that I would definitely talk about more, something that I would even visit, and right now it's being worked on, so hopefully when that's done, I can do more work there.
You know this campaign now to hashtag love local.
Yes.
Like, what local products you want to promote?
I would love to promote the binca. It's a food from Parañaque. It's a rice dessert, and it's one of the best rice desserts I've ever tried. And I'm Filipina. I was born and raised in Parañaque, but I just tried it earlier this year. It was something revolutionary, and I think a lot of people should try it out because not only is it, it's delicious, but it's also full of culture. You can see the hard work that's put into it. You can see the Filipino culture that's in it, and I think that's something that we should be proud of, especially me as a Parañaqueña.
Well, one last question for you is, what is that one thing you think that young people should focus on?
I would say young people should focus on their mental health. I'm very happy to see that it's something that is becoming more popular. It's a trend. However, when the trend fades, I would love for them to continue on with taking care of their mental health. It's something that I do every day, and I'm not perfect. Nobody is. And I would love for the younger ones to know that. As they grow up, as they go through different struggles and challenges, it's important to make sure that we are mentally stable.